Howdy, it's Sammy33 coming back for another episode in the Cards franchise series. This will be different because normally I've been doing one every day that I do stream recapping a series, so it's different for two reasons. One, I had two streams because I split this series over 2 days. Two, I will not be streaming today because I was tired and I have work tonight. So this is actually going to be a prep for tomorrow's stream where I plan on playing the Reds. I can't say I'm going to play the Phillies too, but definitely get through the Red series. But this video will recap what happened against the Nats. You can see there some zeros. 6 was a popular number. We'll take a look at what happened and we'll also look around the league. So let's get started by checking in and seeing how the Cardinals did against the Nats. One of my big things this year is really trying to grow. And you can see, hit to left. Think a run's going to score. First run of the game. Big play by Edman. I didn't think he was going to get him. Just holding my breath there. Whew. Good job, Tommy. And no, they give up 4 hits. Cardinals dodging early. Barely. Game remains scoreless. Look at that. It's a nice graphic. I put my best pitcher there because I still need to get there. Hicks is unique and he's despair. Flaherty gives up 2. We moved to Reyes to try to kind of neutralize and just, hey, can we get out the inning just giving up 2 runs? No. Reyes has struggled. He comes in and gives up the 3-run bomb to Kyle. And there you go. The Nats add another later. Goldie hits a home run. 14 hits. 6-1 Nats and the series open. I'll move to game 2. And in game 2, a guy we haven't heard too much from, Trey Turner. A single to center, right center, or actually a double with his speed. Drive in a run. This is the first run that he drove in against us all year long. You see Miles, no support. Second game with 3 hits. This time a shutout. And again, double-digit hits for the Nats. 11, 6, nothing. Shorter with another home run. So can we bounce back? Can we just win again?
Yo Sam, gotta admit man, that last Cities and 2 Points content was fire. Not to mention that SMM 2 levels you destroyed.
And there you go. Trolling the streamer leads to success at the plate. Maybe that's the secret. You can see Cart hitting well. One of the few things going right for the Cardinals, at least in terms of hitting. Later on, down the line, and Bader will score. Haronado, 3-0 St. Louis. We are tied for our biggest lead in a game that counts because the Washington game I was up by like 6, or the Phillies game was up 6. Because you have to, your shift has to start before 4 o'clock, and conveniently our shift starts after 4. They know what they're doing. DeYoung after the RBI single by Nolan. DeYoung, his first of the year, and a crush ball. Perfect sound effect. Cardinals take this series finale. Finally get on the board there with a win. Carp hit 2 home runs in the game. We said DeYoung, his first, finally rewarded for some good contact. Had some great swings. They, though, did nothing. Minimal hits, 2 hits. And we're going to look around the league for some other action. So we're going to head to Atlanta, where they just completely destroyed the Arizona Diamondbacks as they worked their way back to 500. They're 8-11 now. 13-2, they put up 13 runs in 2 innings. Now 1 inning of 6 runs, that is more than we tend to do in St. Louis and 9. But they just totally destroyed them. 13-2. You can see there, Albies 4 runs batted in, Ozuna 4 runs batted in. Riley, Camargo just absolutely destroyed those guys. It looks like Ozuna hit a grand slam. Kind of wish I checked out the game now. But you have home runs from Albies, Ozuna, and Camargo. And you can see there Anderson, 7 strong innings, 4 hits, Fred, 1 run. Smith for Arizona, Caleb Smith. Oof, 1 inning, 8 runs, and then even bringing in Smith. It's just not a good day to be a Smith. That's for sure in Atlanta. But Arizona falls to 8-12. Atlanta improves 8-11 as they work their way back up in the plus side, or on towards the plus side of things. And next up, we'll head to Colorado. Coors, and a very interesting game. So you can see here, Philly wins to get to 500. They had a losing record. We did our best part to try to help them get where they are. So they win 3-0 in extras. But I want you to notice something. The Rockies have 2 errors. So you'll wonder, what happened? Looks like Segura, a bases clearing double. But that's not the important thing. The important thing is when it happens when you look at the pitching. No runs earned. Why? Because Trevor Story had an error. An error cost him 3 runs and cost the game. I know it's happened before. This is a rare instance of no runs being earned for all the runs accounted for in the game. Kind of crazy. With that said, Colorado drops to 9-10, so they drop under 500, and Philly gets there. Then we look at Chicago and Milwaukee. The Cubs lose 6-3 at home. Colton Wong multi-hits. Kane and Keston with 3 apiece. Keston, we're going to take a look at him in a sec. He's really tearing the cover off the ball right now. 4 runs batted in. A double shy of the cycle. A great game for him. Rizzo a 2-run home run. Marisnik drove in the other run with an RBI double. And they get the loss. You can see there the 3 runs allowed in the 7th is what put them over the top, as they're now slightly above 500, but the only team with a winning record in the division. And then we're going to go to some live action in Cleveland. Got the Yankees on the road against the Indians. McKenzie on the mound. Estrada, runners on second and third, and he will drive in both. Close play at the plate. With a 2-run single, puts the Yankees up 2-0. When you think of the Yankees, it's probably not the guy you think of driving a run. But they have a potent lineup. They find offense from everywhere. Close look at it again. Just beats the tag. And they got them going because they put up a lot of runs. You see Judge with the run batted in as Luke. Try to add it another. Yankees. The Yankees win. Tell me you haven't heard that one before. McKenzie takes the L. Tyon. He did have a 3-hitter earlier this season, so he's pitching very well for New York. But we're going to take a look at Keston. This dude is raking right now. So I want to remind everyone, when I played them, so let's actually go back out for a second. When I played Milwaukee, we're looking at here, right? The 3rd series of the year, we gave up his 2nd home run of the season. He was not batting well. So over the last week, this guy has really been tearing cover off the ball. How much? Let me show you. He is now batting 311, OBP 370. The OPS, that is killer. But you ask why? This is why. 10 home runs, 20 runs batted in. Dude is mashing right now. He is on pace to do some work, and I'm pretty sure if we go look at awards, he's got to be near the top. He's not. Surprisingly, maybe he'll get some recognition. That's crazy that he's not. He's having a really good season. We're going to stay in the stats right now. There's another player that I wanted to look at. This probably comes as no surprise. Matthew Carpenter. He had a good series against Washington, at least in the finale, but his bat is starting to heat up, especially as we've been struggling to kind of give us something to, I don't know, grow on maybe. But he now has 7 home runs, 14 runs batted in. He's probably going to eclipse all that he did in this stat here mid-May, my guess. But yeah, he's batting 279, 362, over 1,000 too. So hopefully he's able to keep it up. I got to cut down on those strikeouts, but that's been a thing for the Cardinals so far this year. Speaking of the Cardinals, another player that I wanted to take a look at, Nolan Haronado. Haronado, obviously we know he has great great attribute splits against lefties. One of the pillars that we've had, I wish I kind of had a thing to look last 10 days. I'll have to do a better job of that in the future. But 3 home runs, 8 runs batted in. He's batting 268, 770 OPS. But he has been a solid guy in the lineup and someone that we can rely on, which we haven't been able to do very much. All right, another player we're going to take a quick look at is going to be Bryce Hartford, as requested. Kind of a slow start to the season to him. I'm sure he'll pick it up. He didn't really do too much damage against us in this series, which was kind of nice. I may eat my words because we have a series coming up with them, but so far he's only batting 200, though his OBP is 302, so 100 plus point gap there. You like to see a big one, but you like to see that average up. 3 home runs, 2 doubles, so a third of his hits are extra base hits, 8 runs batted in, and 18 strikeouts. He is prone to strike out a little bit. You can see here based off of 2019. Looked like he was, I can't think of the exact numbers, not double, but it's not far from like 85%. Only thing off the top of my head. More strikeouts than walks. Closer split in the season, but I'm sure he'll get it together as things go on. But looking at the Phillies, that's not the big name. The big name is James Segura. And trust me, I know all too well because I saw him do lots of damage against me in the series. So let's look at him for a sec. Look at this. Got 364, 411. Not a big gap there, but who cares? He averages 364. 25 runs batted in, 24 hits. With a variety, and I actually want to go look at. Do they have it here? They don't. So we have to go here. Are they not going to have it here either? There we go. Runs batted in, a 706. That is an absolutely mind-boggling stat. You want to know how crazy that is? Let me show you. Let's look at the Cardinals. Our best is 417. Best. That is dominant. That isn't going to hold. It definitely is not going to stand up. But when you're on a hot streak like that, tearing the cover off the ball, stuff like that helps you personally for your stats, and it helps your team out a bunch. And that'll do it for this episode. So the Cards sit at 7 and 11 as we pass the 10% point of the year. Up next will be the Reds at home. So we'll get a division series at home against a team that's been equally as bad as us. Hopefully we can come out with a series win and try to bounce back and start getting on the path to a better record. We will get Lorenzen in with Gray and Antone in the middle, while we will be throwing out Wayno, Danny, Jack. So definitely an opportunity to get some stuff going. We have second MLB Network game of the year, first at home. So looking forward to that. We'll shoot through all of that on Thursday, and then in turn we'll have a video Friday. Pace bin will go up explaining my schedule with the work schedule changing going forward. The plans for YouTube and the franchise series will change too in terms of the timing. So that said, I'll see you all tomorrow. Enjoy your Wednesday. I know there's plenty of people out there to watch play MLB The Show. Enjoy your night. And I will see you sometime Thursday afternoon. Have a good one and go Cards.